Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Mooneyham, and thanks for joining us for this post-Turkey Day edition of the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week. Here's hoping that you and yours have been able to process your your Thanksgiving dinners, and now you're just starting to wake up and realizing that we're only a few weeks away from Christmas. No, I only kid. I love the holiday season. You'll meet very few people that love the holiday season as much as I do, so I feign disdain, if you will, for the shopping and the Christmas music. I love Christmas music. I don't know why so many people don't like Christmas music, but I digress anyway. Anyway, as we move into the holiday season, again, here's hoping you and yours have a happy, healthy, and safe one at that. It is fitting that with Positive Athlete Georgia receiving so many incredible nominees for our 2015 season, that we are into the holiday season, a season of giving. And remember, at the end of the weblog this week, I will remind you which people across the metro Atlanta area and the state of Georgia are the key. Who is the key to the nomination process? Find out here in about 3 or 4 minutes or so. All right, let's get into our nominees this week. As always, 3 tremendous young athletes, givers to their community, are nominated. We'll start with Alexis Fairchild, a lacrosse player, a senior at River Ridge High School. Miss Fairchild has given over 150 hours of her time to community service. 150 hours. All of this while being a part of the National Honor Society. And quite obviously, you don't just make the National Honor Society without great grades, great study work, and of course, a great work ethic. And if all that's not enough, she's also involved in her school's leadership program. 150 hours of community service, and the National Honor Society. That kind of hits the tick mark on the lists of the type of things that we typically see here at Positive Athlete Georgia. And for these reasons, Alexis Fairchild, a girls lacrosse player, a senior from River Ridge High School, is one of our nominees of the week. We move on now to a freshman. My goodness, he's just a freshman from Weslyan. It's a boys soccer player, Benji Johnson. Benji Johnson, interested in a military career when his high school days are over, already thinking about what he wants to do when he's done with high school, and already thinking about the military. Let's face it, a lot of young men and women don't come to the military until kind of their junior or senior years. But young Mr. Johnson already thinking about not just a military career, but potentially being an engineer when he finishes matriculating through school. He's served on a mission trip already as a freshman to Guatemala. And he also mentors young children at school and at his church, including 3rd and 4th graders in what they call Bible Lock. Boy, what a great little resume that young Benji Johnson, a boys soccer player, a freshman at Weslyan, is building. And finally this week, Bryn Bidwell is a gymnastics participant, a junior at West Forsyth High School. The Lady Wolverine has quite the statistical resume that she's building. She's ranked number 26 out of 587 students at her school. 26th, or that's probably actually in her class, I should emphasize. 26 out of 587 inside of her junior class, I would imagine. She has a GPA of 4.07. 4.07. Enough about that. I can't even go on about a 4.07 GPA. She's a small group babysitter at the Fountain Community Church, and she volunteers at Browns Bridge Community Church, working with 3 and 4-year-olds in the 3 and 4-year-old class. What a resume, again, that is being built by Bryn Bidwell, a girls gymnast, a junior at West Forsyth High School. So congratulations to all of our nominees this week. Again, 3 really great examples of what we see here a lot at Positive Athlete Georgia. Remember, folks, if you're catching our weblog for perhaps the first time, Positive Athlete Georgia, a movement to promote positive service and positive behavior by young men and, of course, coaches, because we'll honor coaches at the end of the academic calendar as well, across the metro Atlanta area, the region, the state of Georgia. These athletes and coaches, not always of state championship caliber. In fact, many times, these players that we nominee nominate and the players that we award come the end of the year are not even always starters on their teams. And sometimes they play very little, if at all. And of course, so sometimes they're not even all-state players or championship level players. Current and former professional athletes are part of Positive Athlete Georgia and the organization, and will take part in the honoring of these young men and women come the end of the year. You are invited to be a part of the nomination process. In fact, you are the key to the nomination process. We cannot do it without you. You can be a family member. You can be a teammate. You can be a teacher, an administrator at a school. Literally, you can be a brother, a sister, again, a coach of a particular young man or young woman. We have to have you be a part of the nomination process. Obviously, if you're watching the web blog, you know that nominations for the 2015-16 Positive Athlete Award season has opened. Last year, here at Positive Athlete, we received over 2,000 nominations. I'm making sure to check my notes. I want to make sure I get this right because the numbers can seem pretty staggering and outlandish. 2,000 nominations we received last year from over 150 high schools throughout the state, and 150 student athletes were awarded most positive in their region and or county, and over $10,000 in college scholarship funds were awarded. We are on pace to absolutely demolish those numbers in 2015-16. So, how do you become a part of the process? Well, after you've pegged a young man or woman to potentially be a nominee or an award winner, visit georgia.positiveathlete.org. That's georgia.positiveathlete.org for further details. You'll see the tab there on the website that will lead you to the nomination process. Again, georgia.positiveathlete.org for further details. Until next week, I'm Chris Mooneyham for the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week.